Welcome back to my channel Sinku, and today's topic is significance of management. This word management is of lot of importance in the organization because all the things are to be directed to a particular objective, and to attain that objective a proper management is very necessary. Management of people, management of work, management of operations. So this management is very most important thing. It is like an essence of an organization. So let us see what management is. Meaning and definition. Management is the art of getting things done through the yes. Management क्या कहता है कि आप कैसे किसी से काम अपना करवाते हो, that is the management. See, this management is not needed in a profit making organization only, but a non-profit making organization also needs management. If you see schools, hospitals, colleges, there also management function is worked. If they are not managed properly, there will be chaos. So management is seen everywhere, whether it is a business or non-business entity, whether the organization size, nature of functions, whatever, but there is management. It is an universally accepted phenomena. Okay, in the words of F.W. Taylor, management is the coordination of all resources through the process of planning, organizing, directing, and controlling in order to attain stated objectives. I've earlier said only that there is some objective, and all the process which is mentioned, that is planning, organizing, directing, is coordinated towards achieving that objective. And this coordination is done with the help of the management, and that management is taken care of by the managers of the organization. Okay, now let us see what are the features of management. First is your management is pervasive. I've already told pervasive means universal phenomena. So management is a universal phenomena. The use of management is not restricted to business firms only. It is applicable in profit making or non-profit making organizations also. Even a hospital, school, club or house has to be managed properly. The concept of management is used all over the world, whether it is UK, India or US. That is why it is pervasive. It is universal phenomena. Okay, management is continuous process. Yes, management is a continuous process or never ending function. All the functions of management are performed continuously, whether it is organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. These all the functions are performed time to time by the manager. Sometimes they are doing planning, or sometimes they are doing directing, or sometimes they are controlling in order to attain the objectives of the organization. So it is a continuous process or never ending process. It is goal oriented. Yes, the management, see, all the work and all the directions of the manager is done towards achieving some goal. For example, if the goal of the company is to attain or is to sell 20,000 electronic appliances, so manager will plan all the course of action and motivate all the employees and organize all the resources, keeping in mind the main target of achieving, that is the sales of 20,000 electronic appliances. So it is what goal oriented. All the management work is done to achieve that goal, particular goal which is set by the organization. Management is multi-dimensional, means management is needed everywhere. Management is needed everywhere, and it consists of three things, that is management of work, management of people, and management of what comes here? Management of your work, management of your people, and what next? Management of operations. So these are three dimensions of management. Management of work says what? That work should be divided according to the specialization of a particular employee. The employee should get that work in which he is specialized, so that resources are used properly with maximum result. Organization management is a management of people, means that, see, people means here that your human resource. Human resource is the most important thing in the organization. An organization can here have same technical knowledge, same equipments, but the difference which create is the human resource. How the manager uses its human resource to attain a particular objective of the organization. So it plays very important role. So the management of people should be done very properly. Okay, next is your management of operations. Operations refers to the activities of production cycles, such as buying inputs, converting them into semi-finished goods or finished goods. So management of operation concentrates on mixing management of work with management of people. That is deciding what work has to be done, how it is to be done, and who will do it. That is our management of operation. If particular operation has to be performed, then it has to be decided that who will do, how will do, and when it is to be done. That is our management of operation. So my management of multi-dimension consists of your management of work, management of people, and management of operation. Next, management is a dynamic function. See, management is a dynamic function because management has to make changes in goal, objectives, and other activities according to the changes taking place in the environment. If there is some political or economical changes in the environment, then we have to change our goal also according to that changes. Okay, if there is a recession, then we plan according to that. If there is inflation, then management plans like that. So it is what we it changes according to the environment in which it is working. It can be your social environment, it can be your economical environment or political environment, which affects indirectly to the organization. It is intangible. Why it is intangible? Because it cannot be seen. See, management cannot be seen, but it can be felt. For example, it is more easy to feel the presence of mismanagement as it leads to chaos and confusion in the organization. If you see, if the inventory of finished goods is increasing day by day, it clearly indicates mismanagement of marketing and sales. ठीक है, if there is inventory increase होती जा रही है आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, it means what कि आपका सेल्स नहीं हो रहा है, आप अच्छे से परफॉर्म नहीं कर रहे हो. तो mismanagement, you can see the mismanagement, but it is intangible because we can't see. But if there is a mismanagement, then chaos and confusion is created. In that time, you see that management is done not properly in the organization. Management is a group activity. Why it is a group activity? Because it cannot be performed individually. All the people coming from the different background have to work together to succeed in the attaining the particular goal of the organization. So it is a group activity. It cannot be performed individually. Okay. Management is all about effectiveness and efficiency. Effectiveness means achieving targets and objectives on time, and efficiency refers to optimum or best utilization of resources. So resources should be used efficiently and effectively. Effectively means the work should be completed on time and the resources are to be used at its optimum best level so that less resources are wasted and organization earn more from them. That is how management is all about, effectiveness and efficiency. So all the work should be performed with these two things, balancing the organization. There is a balance. There should be a balanced equation between efficiency and effectiveness. So these were your features of management. Now let us see the objectives of management. There are three objectives come. First is your organizational objectives, social objectives and personal objectives. See, organization objectives is concerned with the prosperity and growth of the organization. Okay. Today, organization is not concerned with only the profit maximization. It is also concerned with the different things also. For example, its survival, its profit, its growth. So only profit is not the thing which has to be performed or which has to be attained. There are other things also which has to be attained by the manager or the organization. An organization objective depends upon its survival, profit and growth. Yes, survival is very important. If it is survived, then it can only earn profit and then it can only expand its business. And growth is also important because a company's growth or organization growth is managed or measured in terms of sales, number of branches, number of products, number of employees, etc. So basically, it consists of the three objectives. Organization objective consists of the three. It's survival, that is a basic purpose of every organization. Profit, the most important objective of every organization, is to earn adequate amount of profit so that it can survive in the long period of time and can expand its business. And growth is the next, that is the expansion of the business. So not only the profit maximization is the only objective of the organization, but these two also come in its tree. Next comes your social objectives. See, business organization are part of society. They use the resources of society, so they must do something in return too. It deals with the responsibility of the organization towards the society. Today, organization has to perform certain things because it is their commitment to give some society in return, as they use the resources of the society and they are part of the society. They can be done by supplying quality of products, participating actively in social service projects, organizing educational, health and vocational training programs, providing employment to the people in their area. So in this way, they can achieve the social objectives. Okay. Now next is your personal objectives. Personal objectives are basically concerned with the individual objectives. What are the objectives of an employees are? Because employees are the most important resources of the organization, and these employees must be motivated and satisfied, because if they are motivated and satisfied, then organization can earn more from their contribution, because their contribution is maximum which organization needs, and it can be done by providing them the competitive salary or personal growth and development. That personal growth and development can be provided by promotion, training, etc. So if they are satisfied and motivated, then employees contribute maximum for the organization. So employees and the individual objectives should be satisfied by the organization or the management managers, so that they perform maximum or best of their ability. So these were the objectives of the management. That is your first: organizational objectives, social objectives, and personal objectives. I hope you have understand the features, objectives, and what management is actually. If you have understand, do like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon for the further videos. I will bring the nature of the nature of the management in my next video. So stay tuned to my channel, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.